Okay. So, and in the Bible, when Jesus talks about the cursed fig tree, um, when he says, "No fruit shall grow on thee forever, because you're a cursed tree," he is actually talking about Satan right there, or a demon or something that made that tree, because that tree should be bearing fruit if it was a real tree. But see, I don't believe broccoli is real, and I don't believe strawberries may or may not be real, coffee may or may not be real. Um, as far as for food, for good food, it may be bad food, but it may not be good food. Um, but so I think the fig tree was one of these plants that is cursed. I don't think the fig tree is the only tree that was cursed. Obviously, I think there are other cursed fruits out there that are not really fruits. They're not really vegetables. Nobody really knows what they are. And they're poisonous sometimes too. But these are some of the trees. Some don't just not bear fruit, but some are actually poisonous too, which is obviously worse than one that just doesn't bear fruit. So you got to watch out for these false plants. I was happy because I looked at some of the real plants. I believe a cherry, since it comes on a tree and has a seed in it, I believe it's a real plant. I believe apples and oranges are real plants. I'm not saying that herbs and whatnot don't exist. I know they exist also, and that with his Adam's curse to eat bread out of the ground, which bread is good for you. But with Adam's curse to eat bread out of the ground, he was given herbs too. And herbs are like, I looked up, is a potato an herb? And it said yes. So a potato is actually considered an herb. So we know we can eat potatoes. We know that Noah ate grapes. So even though they grow on the vine, they may be edible. It's still questionable there too because they make wine out of grapes. So I wonder about that. But I really wonder about these other fruits, and especially the poisonous ones. Um, I don't. I wish they had like a list of fruits and vegetables and plants on the earth. I'm sure they probably do have a list of all the plants on the earth somewhere, but I wouldn't have access to it clearly. But yeah, I think that Jesus was talking about cursed be the fig tree because it bore no fruit. And I think he was talking about a lot of plants. I don't think it was just one plant because I don't think there is an actual entrance back into the Garden of Eden, but I think that you can get something that's near close to it here. But I don't know where to look. I'm looking at the fruits, and some of them obviously do not exist. So someone has obviously gone out of their way to make them show up to be false flags.